Yo up guys, Mr. Gross here, back from MBR Starcast, about some more League of Legends gameplay for you guys today. We've got on there one of our spectator modes. In this game we actually play as Malphite. This is the first time I've played Malphite in the top lane. I believe I've only ever played him in the jungle before, and I think that was once or twice I played him in the jungle. I can believe I played him in ranked in the jungle once, the first time, because he never got banned, so I was like, alright, this is cool, you know. It's not going to be that hard to play him. And I picked him and I really didn't do anything the whole game, and I'm pretty sure we lost. I just couldn't really get my head around what I was up to be honest. I can't remember why, but I struggled that game anyway. I don't know what I was doing, I did something wrong anyway. But the game came along, and I'd just been in the game before this, and someone picked Malphite, and I believe that was ranked as well, and they went, actually, Malphite AP mid. And it was really nice because his ultimate was really strong, fully scales of AP, and he was just just having that ultimate there to just charge into someone just created so many nice plays for our team. So I went into a game and I was with two of my friends this game, just doing some draft. I've got my friends in mid and then the AD carry, and I was like, well, I'll go Malphite this game. Never tried it top, and you know, I've got a rough idea what we got to do, so I was like, well, I can do this. Obviously, because I picked Malphite to start off with, as this was draft, they picked Rumble, unfortunately, to counter me, and supposedly, according to this counter website, Rumble is Malphite's biggest counter. So I was like, well, this should be interesting, because I've never, like I say, I've never really played Malphite up in the top lane, so I was like, well, we'll just play safe, we'll keep it cool. I was unsure what to start off with, because obviously Malphite really kind of scales off armor and does well with that. But because we were against Rumble, I was worried, you know, if I go armor, you know, I'm not really going to be able to prevent any of his magic damage, and there is no real magic item that I'd really prefer to go at the start. There's nothing really that interests me, so this guy decided to go with the double rejuvenant bead, which give me, I believe, it gives me 5 health, yeah, so it gives me 10 health per 5. I don't know if we can actually, we can actually bring it up, so in total I have 18 health per 5, which is pretty nice. And then obviously we've got 3 health pots as well, so we got a nice little bit of sustain. One thing that I did regret after starting this game off, you know, once we actually get into the laning phase, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. I didn't realise how heavy or how much mana Malphite actually burns through, and you see that I actually failed flashed. I was too busy trying to type a load of junk in the chat box, and then I actually obviously wasn't in the chat box, and I accidentally flashed, which it was pretty bad. You know, it's a 300-second cooldown, and it's not exactly what you want. I don't believe anything happens here. I think it's just a little trade back and forth, and we're able to secure. Oh, I don't know. Wukong's really low. Oh, he did actually smite it there. Dear me, his health was pretty low. But anyway, nevertheless, back up into the top lane. Are we number 3? Or what are we then? We're over on this side. Does it say? We'll just click here. We're E. That's what we are. So start off against Rumble here. Taking our Q, and you know, I put on some real nice damage here. I was like, well, yeah, this is cool. This is what we want. Obviously, you know, we're only level 1, but you'd see where I've used a couple of Qs on them, put some nice damage. I literally have mounted through my mana so quickly, and I kind of wish now that I started off maybe with a double fairy charm or something, because I really like the idea. Well, I do eventually build it, as I believe my second item when I back is my Chalice of Harmony. It's a nice item to have because of the mana regen it gives you, and then also because of the magic resist. So you know, I thinking about it, I should have started off with that in the first place, but I just didn't realise how much mana I'd actually burn through facing against Rumble. So I was a bit disappointed about that, because we were putting some real nice damage in. You see, we got how much HP does he have there? He only has 190, or it's come up to 200 now, so we are really poking him down nicely. And I kind of wish as well that instead of taking teleport, I took ignite this game. I think had I taken ignite, I could have made something really happen there, and secured possibly a first blood had we played it right. I think it could have been done, but I took teleport because I felt that I felt that I was going to struggle against Rumble, and that I just really wouldn't make ignite that useful. So I thought if I took teleport, at least when I get my ultimate, I can literally just teleport in lane and then ult someone. But it doesn't really work out that way, because every time I have my ultimate ready, there's just there isn't a ward to be used, or there just really isn't a play to be made. And then every time my ultimate was down, there was always a moment, or there was a play to be made. So it was just kind of one of those things. Not to worry. Our CS is slipping a little bit. I remember I was struggling a little bit to actually last hit this game. I was just messing up, trying to hope that I'd do a little bit more damage than I thought I did. You see straight away, Rumble's come straight back in the lane, and we've already chucked him down below 200 HP already. So really winning these trades off nicely at the moment. I was like, wow, this is cool. This is what we're on about. But obviously, as I mentioned earlier, you're really kind of struggling for mana this game, and you can see here Rumble put a nice bit of damage off of me there. Kind of really didn't expect that then, standing in this flamethrower for a little bit too much, and trades off quite nicely with me. CS wise, we have a 8 CS lead, and here I believe I get caught out and I try and fight him, and I shouldn't really have fought him because obviously he has Ignite, and obviously I burnt my flash at the beginning by accidentally flashing. Still had about 100 seconds before it was going to be up anyway, so it was bad by me. I decided to try and fight there, which I shouldn't have done because obviously Rumble had the Ignite, so he was always going to make something happen. I had no mana either to do anything, so a silly first blood to give away for me because it's, obviously if Rumble is a counter to Malphite, you don't want to be giving away a first blood just like that. But that's how it goes. I do actually use my teleport to get back in the lane. I was hoping that I'd be able to put some damage down onto him, but Rumble, I underestimated the damage that Rumble does when he's overheating, and I actually dropped down below half HP then. I was like, wow, how has this happened? I couldn't believe it. I was a bit disappointed, and unfortunately we didn't even get to buy our chalice anyway, so I kind of really messed up my build at the start. You see I've gone for the double rejuvenate bead and the double fairy charm, so I just kind of wish I'd never went for those double rejuvenate beads at the start, but it's alright, it's the way it goes, and we'll make with what we got. And we still got a CS lead going for us. It was just unfortunate that we gave away that stupid first blood, but that's how these things happen, I'm still learning, and I think after this this is the only game I played with Malphite since, so hopefully I'll be able to squeeze a couple more games in with him when he isn't banned and so forth. I think he's a nice strong champion. Obviously he's like really quite tanky because the armor, how our armor does well on him, and obviously with his ultimate it's just OP. So Wukong is coming along the backside here. We don't have our ultimate up unfortunately, and Wukong actually lashes in here. Rumble does flash away. Can we get the Q? We're able to Q him. He does put a bit of damage onto us with his flamethrower there, but no problem whatsoever. And that puts us straight back in it. Nice game by Wukong. Rumble was a bit silly there. Obviously he had his advantage killing me. I don't think he backed, so he didn't actually buy a ward, and that cost him a little bit there. Had he had that ward, he'd have seen it coming and he would have been ahead. But now I've got a 10 CS lead plus over him now because of that, and we're looking pretty strong. We've now hit level 6, so we've got our ultimate available. Obviously we don't have teleport because I used teleport to get straight back in the lane because I didn't want to miss out on any CS, and I think it was worth it. I just didn't feel I was going to create a play this early on anyway with teleport, so that was my choice. We've now been able to back, thanks to having that kill and a bit of CS now as well. We've been able to complete our Chalice of Harmony, which is nice because it gives us the mana regen. Let's have a quick look at the stats in it. 25 mana resist plus 7 mana regen per 5, and obviously the passive on it as well, which is really nice. So that mana resist is just going to make us a little bit more tanky against Rumble here, which is what we need. We need that resistance to try and don him a little bit more, and I've also fit a ruby crystal in there as well, just to give us that little bit more additional HP. So I think we're looking at a reasonable condition against Rumble at the moment. It was just unfortunately we gave away that first blood, but Wukong making a nice gank happen there, and it puts us straight back in now. So really we're pretty even on how things go. We do have a 10 CS lead going for us. We will drop a ward to keep us safe away from Nedge and Zhao, who we haven't actually seen this game yet, luckily. So I think one thing I have to learn again when facing against Rumble as a Malphite here, you can see I just take so much damage from where I was standing in this flamethrower. I think I should really just back away from that. I was quite surprised about I can't speak, the amount of damage I was taking from it. It really kind of set me back a little bit, and that's the nice thing about having those health pots, is just that you can have them there to regen up, and obviously with the double rejuvenate bead give me that additional 10 health regen per 5, which is pretty nice. It's not too much, but once you're sitting under the turret like this, it kind of counts up a little bit. He takes a little cheeky turret hit, and that's exactly what we need. It looks like Xin Zhao is coming up from behind the bush, from Rumble's turret side, so we will not actually see this coming, as we have he's gone completely past our ward. Really nice idea what he's doing here because of how the lane's pushed up, and he is in the bush, and I don't know this at the moment, so tense moments. What will happen here? I can't even remember what happens here, so I'm just chilling, like oh. Oh, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? Oh, here comes Rumble and here comes Jin Xiao. So we actually used my ultimate to escape that battle. We had flash, but I was like, I decided that I was going to use my ultimate instead to get away. But we secure a double kill anyway. I completely forgot about that. So obviously I had the option to use my flash. I could have used my flash to get away and then use my ultimate to actually pop them under the turret. We could have done it that way, but I thought if I used my ultimate like that, then at least I have enough flash to escape as well if they do just try to do anything. We quickly rewind backwards onto that. We'll have a quick look at how these things went down there. So, we could go back ages, dear me. So we're here, we're just chilling, and they're like, oh hell, we're gonna fuck you up, Mr. Big Russ. So pop my ultimate to get away, so no ultimate now. We're below about a quarter of our HP now, so Rumble taking a lot of turret aggro there. We're able to get a Q onto him, and that flash away allows him, he just played too aggressive, stayed way too long. And then luckily with my slow from my Q, I was able to keep Jin Xiao under the turret enough. Unfortunately, had we had maybe 70 HP more to stop that last auto attack, we would actually got away alive. But that's life, that's the way these things happen sometimes. But for me to secure that double kill and the kill to go to Jin Xiao, I went to Jin Xiao, then that was a really nice trade for me. Even if it went to Rumble to still get a double kill like that with them diving like they did, it was a nice result, and the fact that I got the kill was just OP for me. So that means that I can now back. I've got 3 kills. I've still got a 10 CS lead over Rumble. Obviously our CS has suffered a little bit because we've now had to we've now died twice, meaning that we've been back at base for that amount of time, but no problem whatsoever. It looks like even though I have those 2 kills, I haven't actually bought any items compared to what I had before. I'm still sitting on the same items, so don't know why that was. We've obviously bought an additional ward and that, or 2 wards and a couple of health pots, but I must have a bit of gold. Only 754, so we obviously couldn't have got that much gold from it not to buy an item, which is quite interesting. But nevertheless, that's how it goes. Our teleport is up, but unfortunately, like I say, our ultimate isn't, so we're just kind of waiting around. I could try to keep my eye on the map as much as possible, but obviously I was quite intrigued in battling against Rumwop in this top lane. I really wanted to mess him up. And now that we've come back in the lane, obviously we have no item advantage compared to when we were last fighting them. And again, like I was saying, standing in that flame for a little bit too much and taking a bit too much damage, but no problem, because we're winning the trades quite nicely now against him. I think that magic resist that we've got from our chalice of harmonies really kind of helped us out a little bit. And we're just now waiting for ultimate to be back up again, with 15 seconds left on that. Talk about what we've actually scaled up this game. I've scaled up my Q just purely because I was using that. Oh no, I scaled up my E, sorry, first. I scaled up my E and then my Q. I think maybe I could have scaled up my Q a little bit first because of the fact of I'm not using my E that much on Rumble because of the range distance he can create with his harpoon. I really can't get that close to him, but it's alright. Obviously the E is the one which stacks off armor, so I don't know if it was necessarily the right choice to stack up this game, because obviously we haven't really built any armor whatsoever this game, bar runes and mastery armor that we gained, so we only get an additional 21 from our armor there, so we could have went for our Q, but nevertheless it's all kind of working out anyway, as we are winning our lane at this moment in time. So my ultimate is back up now, along with teleport, but Rumble is pushing the lane a little bit, so I don't want to be teleporting anywhere too crazy because Rumble will probably be able to take away top lane from me. And that is one of the problems when you do run teleport, is that if you are to teleport, you've got to make sure that it is the right time, otherwise you could quite easily lose your lane. So we use our ultimate to try and get on top of Rumble here. I was hoping to do a little bit more than we did. Rumble does actually pop his ultimate down himself, but luckily for us, with a Q and E combo on him, it was enough to actually secure the kill there. So picking up our fourth kill of the game now, Rumble's third death. We actually have about a 25 CS lead over Rumble now, which is really nice for us, and that's the equivalent of a kill in itself anyway, so we're looking pretty down the findy, haven't really, so I don't know, obviously when people say who counting someone, it depends on who's playing, how good Rumble is, and what happens in lane. Obviously they had that mistake where they both tried diving me and I got a double kill, and I think as soon as I got that double kill, something like that happens, it turns the lane, and the fact that I'm winning my farm as well just doesn't help Rumble either. Maybe what Rumble, I'm not a big Rumble player, I've never really played him, he's a champion I'd like to give a go, is maybe he should try to harass me a little bit more with his harpoons and stuff, and use his shield a little bit more, so that he dodged. So if he popped his shield, my Q wouldn't really do anything because his shield would take most of the damage. But I don't know. It's got to that point now where he will only come back into this game if I make a mistake. But at this point, I really shouldn't. Looking to rush into my warmugs early because we had that double rejuvenate bead, so I wanted to kind of get them out of the way. So we picked up our giant spout there, which does actually make us pretty tanky. It's taking us up to 2,000 HP now. I'm just trying to battle away with Rumble a little bit and keeping it cool. So certainly in a nice commanding position. Wukong looks to be making a nerd gank here. He has actually walked over a wall, but Rumble is actually staying there. He was pinged to retreat, but he has stayed. Unfortunately, our ultimate isn't up at this moment in time, but we're still putting a hunt down to him. And can we get him? Wukong decides to back because he's taking the turret aggro, and that actually puts us onto a killing spree now. Really nice. Showing that Rumble is no match for us up in this top lane. Unfortunately, my friend who's playing Cassiopeia was struggling a little bit against Vad this game. Currently 1-3 at the moment, feeding it up, but no problem whatsoever as Mr. Big Russ is donning up the top lane. Do actually pop her ultimate onto Xin Zhao here. I was hoping that Wukong would get there in time to actually leap onto him, but unfortunately not. And then we run out of mana. Even though Vad was coming on, I said to Wukong, I've got no mana, let's not do anything, let's just back and play it safe. There's no need to fight for no necessary reasons, so it's alright. Kind of wasted my ultimate a little bit because it's quite a huge cooldown. What's it? It's about 100 seconds? 110 seconds even at that level 2, so it's quite a bit, but it's alright, no problem. Thanks to getting that kill over Rumble now, our 5th kill. We have actually completed our Warmogs 50 minutes into the game, so that obviously gives us the 1,000 HP. That's quite an amount to chuck onto yourself, which takes us up to almost 2,600 by level 11. It's pretty huge when you compare myself to Rumble, who's only on 1,400. So we got 1,000 HP. This, Warmogs is a massive difference. It's 1,000 HP over Rumble. If we actually switch these two over, we can compare ourselves to Rumble a little bit easier. I always forget about that. So Rumble himself has gone for the Horton Guys. Which is a nice item on Rumble because obviously you get the ability power and it gives you that health and obviously the magic penetration. But thankfully with that little bit of magic resist we've got at the moment, it just seems to be doing enough. And obviously now we've got 1,000 HP over him. Even if he does damage, we're still going to be pretty fine, and it's all happy days for us. And we continue batting him down. Like I say, it's been 15 minutes in and I haven't used my teleport once, or I used my teleport to get in the lane, but I haven't used it to gank whatsoever, so I kind of wish I did run Ignite now. Every time I seem to take teleport, I always seem to never use it. Every time, I've done it within past Nidalee. I used to run teleport all the time with Vladimir. I used to really kind of like that so that I could get back in the lane quicker or get anywhere, but since then, every time I've taken teleport, I'd never make use out of it whatsoever. So I probably should have won Ignite, and it would have probably helped me a little bit earlier. But nevertheless, we're in a nice commanding lead with the 5 kills. We've got a 25 CS lead over him. We actually have the highest CS in the game, even though 85 by 16 minutes is pretty poor, to be honest. It's nothing special. It certainly wasn't a high CS scoring game, this one, but it's alright. We've got the kills to make up for it. We're sitting in this bush. There is no wards, but we don't well, our ultimate has actually come back up, but if we're going to make anything happen is the question. We're just chilling, still just chilling. The problem is that Vladimir, even though we can't see it as we're focused on myself here, Vladimir was too close to his turret, and I don't think we really make anything happen. But I think we actually decided to come around the back. I was like, I'll come around the back, so we'll mess this guy up. So here he is, and we actually ult him, and unfortunately for us, he decides to blood pool. Really nice blood pool by Vladimir. GG right there, I give him credit for that. And unfortunately for us, he gets away. Cassiopeia does pick up the kill on Xin Zhao there, which was really nice. Rumble comes along here to fight us, and I believe my friend Cassie actually lags out at this point. We can have a look what actually happens here. So does she ult? No. He was saying that he thought he ulted during this, but obviously he didn't. And I go for a crazy ass flash here. I was hoping to juke Vladimir. I could have carried on running away, but I was hoping that I flash over here and I'd be able to catch Rumble by surprise, but obviously he must have saw me flash. over, so a bit of a wasted flash, but you know, had we secured the kill then it would have been a really nice play, but because we didn't, it makes us look like a little bit of a noob. But there you go, you gotta try these things. I was hoping to be clever, but it didn't work out. So Rumble actually picking the second kill up in the game over Cassie then. It was unfortunate her ultimate didn't actually go off during that, so that's just how it goes, unfortunately. That is life. So we actually do have a two kill lead going for us at the moment, but gold wise it's pretty even, even though they do actually have a turret in their advantage, which turret has been lost then, bot lane turret by the looks of things. So Ezreal going for the blue Ezreal build with the Elder Lizard there, the Tear of Goddess and the Cutlass. I really don't know if I like this build. It's alright if you're winning, but if you're not getting kills and you're struggling, then someone like Graves, who's actually building into like a Bloodthirster, like Strike Infinity Edge, is just going to do such huge damage compared to what Ezreal will do. Ezreal going for this build I think really relies on landing his skill shots and stuff, and if he can't do that then it's GG. I have seen a lot of Ezreals build this build since the pro players are doing it, and failed just purely because they just can't do it like the pros can. But that is life. So coming up to the 20-minute mark, still haven't used our teleport once to make anything happen. Like I say, every time I wanted to use my teleport, there wasn't a ward there, or my ultimate was down, and it was just one of those things. And we're making our way back up in the top lane. Rumble's push our lane a little bit, close down the CS gap a little bit, but we're still sitting nicely in the lead. Item wise, we're looking to complete our chalice to our Athens and Holy Grail. So we've completed our is it our codex? I believe it's the codex, which gives us a bit of cooldown, which is nice for ultimate, and obviously the ability parrot gives us as well, so that's a nice little item to have. And obviously it completes into the Athens eventually, which is really nice because of the magic resist it gives me, which is going to help me against the likes of Rumble, Nami if she ever gets OP, and obviously Vladimir. So we're actually using our teleport for once. I don't think we even make anything happen with our teleport, so I decided to teleport in here, use my ultimate onto Vad. But unfortunately, I was hoping that I'd be able to save Lux. That was the idea of me teleporting in there, but unfortunately Lux did die. And there was no one there. I was hoping that Graves had enough HP, but obviously he didn't, and everyone kind of backed, so I was there looking like an idiot, using my first teleport to actually try and make something happen, using my ultimate, and no one was there to follow it up, unfortunately. So I was a little bit too aggressive there, you know, thought we could make something happen, but unfortunately we couldn't. We are putting the hunt down onto Ezra. Will we be able to make anything happen? Vladimir is coming over to the corner with the blood pool, trying to get the slow onto us. Wukong with a lovely ultimate, and that will put us onto a rampage. Don't really want to dive here as Jin Xiao is here. He does actually knock us back, which is, you know, pretty helpful to be honest. You know, gets us further away from the turret, which is always a nice result. Cassiopeia uses ultimate. I believe she did actually miss it there. A bit too aggressive, unfortunately. A bit too keen. That's how it goes. Rumble knows that we're coming up, so he's decided, like, well, you know, I'm going to intercept you in the bush. I don't know why he would think that he could try and fight me in the bush, but I'm just like, alright Rumble, we'll just walk past you. He's just literally tickling me now anyway, so I had no problems there, and I was more interested in the farm as I didn't have enough mana, and with my ultimate either, I knew I wouldn't be able to kill Rumble at this point in time anyway, so I was just like, well, GG. Does look like, I think we'll hold out the lane for one more wave just to clear that, to keep the lane from being pushed. It looks like Wukong is getting caught out over there. There's nothing we can do with them having 3 people chasing them, and Vladimir does pick up the kill. I'm pretty sure during that, even though we didn't see it, Wukong failed, flashed over the wall, and he didn't actually make it over, and that led to his death, unfortunately. And here comes Vladimir and Zhizhao. So I thought I was alright here. I don't think my ultimate is actually up. Here comes Jin Xiao with the dive. Do we use our ultimate? We do actually use our ultimate to knock them up, but unfortunately with the 3 people here, the ultimate from Vladimir, the ultimate from Rumble, and it was just too much. I was hoping that I might have been able to pick up one, but unfortunately, like our earlier chance where we killed 2 of them under the turret, 3 was the magic number, and that was able to keep us at bay there. Does it look like Cassiopeia will kill Nami there? Nice kill to get. Securing her 3rd kill of the game, which is always nice. She's actually gone for an early Athens as well, obviously to spam her moves a lot more, obviously because Cassiopeia's moves are pretty, you can spam them pretty quickly. Having that Athens on there just allows it to happen a lot easier, which is always nice. So yeah, we've actually completed our Athens as well now, so if we have a look at the base stats of that, it's quite a nice item I think to have on Malphite, because obviously it gives us the 40 magic resist, you know, like I say, which I mentioned earlier, which is good against Rumble and Vad. Gives us the 60 ability power, obviously because Malphite scales off AP anyway, so yeah, it's nice to have. Obviously the mana regen is always nice, and then you get the passive from it, which is really nice for the mana, and obviously 20% cooldown reduction. So our ultimate level 2, that's actually taking it down to 87 seconds. I believe it was 110 before at level 2, so yeah, it's quite a nice amount to drop it down by. That's what we need. Our ground slam, so how much AP do we actually have? We have 89 AP, so our ultimate fully stacks off AP, doing 389 at the moment. Our E does a bonus 18, W doesn't actually scale off it, and 53 on our Q, so that actually puts this Q up to about 320 damage, which is quite nice amount. Obviously you got to remember your main role as Malphite when playing up in the top lane, I feel, is just to be a tank, but to have that little bit of AP damage is always nice. That's always what we want. So Rumble's actually got onto a killing spree over Wukong now. Who's feeding that Rumble? Dearie me. It's never good times. His items have certainly progressed a little bit since we last looked at them. With the Hextech Revolver in there now, he's obviously gone for Source Pen boots, so along with his Horton Geyser, he's got quite a lot of magic pen going for him, and he's even got a giant spout on there, so he might be looking to get a Riley's. He's on a rampage now, dearie me, 5 kills. How has this happened? I feel quite depressed knowing this now. It's not what we want to, not what we want to hear. And I decided to back here because I knew Xin Zhao and Rumble were coming. I was like, well, I'll get out of here because I didn't know how quick they were actually going to be there. And the HP, the turret survived with about 60 HP there, which was pretty unfortunate. So it was a shame not to have that, because it would have been a nice 150 gold for everyone to get, but it just means that we've just got to make a trip up there and we'll be able to take it out quite easily. Or we have a nice little minion push in there, be able to sort out for us either way. So it will soon be dropped, there's no doubt about that, but it was just unfortunate the way it went. Item-wise now, we've now got boots, you know, those OP boots. You know, I don't know if we just bought them, but we haven't had them for a little while. I keep seeming to skip boots at the moment, and I do kind of regret it because it makes me a little bit slow, but I quite like going for the damage items and the sort of tanky route that we've gone for, obviously with the Warmogs and the Athenes. So I've chucked a Sapphire Crystal in there. I believe the reason for having that in there is to look towards the Glacial Shroud, so it gives me that, obviously the mana, and it gives me the tanky, the mana and the armor. We catch Rumble out here, who was literally about 2 seconds away from recalling there, but luckily for us we were able to get there in time, and I believe we will easily pick up this kill over Rumble, or we should do anyway. With Nami and Vad in the bush, I decided to pop my ultimate. I didn't want to use my ultimate on Rumble alone because it would have been a waste, but I knew because Vladimir and Nami were in that bush as well. I was like, well, this is a nice chance to use my ultimate because it'll secure the kill over Rumble, and obviously it will knock up Vladimir and Nami, with Cassiopeia picking the kill up over on Nami there, and obviously then we picked up the kill over Xin Zhao, and it does look like Vladimir is going to get dropped here as well. We actually flashed over the wall to get our Q to slow him, and we do pick up the kill, which are 8th kill of the game, and just spamming our laugh, taking up the turret hits because we can, because we're that cool. No problem. We're just one of those guys. One more turret hit and that would have been enough to kill us, but we do get away. Whilst Ezreal, for some reason, whilst his whole team died in the mid lane there, he's just too busy split pushing bottom. So I don't know. What do you say about that? You know, unless he secures the turret, then it's not worth it. So I'm running back here. I'm like, oh hell no, he's not going to get the turret. Even though we're probably about a 10-second walk away, I was a bit worried that the turret might drop. So I actually decided to teleport there just to scare him away, to make sure that it stays. It may have stayed if I didn't use teleport, but I don't know. I think it was worth it because it kept the turret alive. And the turret alive meaning that Ezreal's split push then was worthless because we got a 4-for-0 and they didn't even get the turret. So it was pretty useless split push by him. And the turret lives, and we look in a fine position. So making our way into the bot lane to get a little bit of CS, passing the blue over to Cassiopeia then. And things are looking good. You know, things are looking the way we want to. And it's been a nice game so far. We've actually completed our Glacial Shroud now, so it gives us a nice little bit of amount of armor, and we'll look to complete that into, or the options you have, you either go for the Iceborne Gauntlet or the Frozen Heart. I think I'd go for the Frozen Heart. I will have to. I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong, but I will have to give the Glacial Shroud a go. I think it'd be quite a nice little Iceborne Gauntlet, sorry, I think it'd be quite a nice little item to have on Malphite because of the slow that you get from your Q and obviously then the slow you get from the Iceborne. As to how quickly you can spam it, let's have a quick look. If we pop our Q, that at the moment it's 4.8 seconds, 4.2, I guess you could even pop your W to activate it. So it's, yeah, it's not too bad for what it is really. And obviously it's still a nice item because all the armour it gives you anyway, so it's cool. It does look like Ezreal's going to be coming over here. He's not really going to cause any problems for us here. Cassiopeia is on a killing spree with a double kill there, but still feeding at Rumble with his 6th kill of the game now. At how he scored these. So me and Lux trying to split push this bot lane. Unfortunately we just didn't have a big enough minion wave to actually clear it here, and Xin Zhao coming over as well, so we decide that our duty's done, we'll leave it as it is. We're not really going to make anything happen here, and it's not really worth it either, to be honest, along with Nami actually coming over from the jungle as well. So we make our way out of here, looking at all fine and dandy, just looking for our next little bitch to mess up. Hunting through the jungle for our prey. And we have found Xin Zhao here. I knew he was there because I could see the golems being taken. I was like to Graves, you eat over the wall. And I think he walks over it, and I actually decide to ult over the wall. So I ult over the wall, boom, 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 and then Xin Zhao flashes over the wall. I couldn't believe it. I was actually devastated. I was like, wow, I should have stayed on the other side of the wall. But there we go. Such is life. Ultimate down. I decide then to go take this farm at bottom. I probably should have stuck with the team. If we actually flick to the game view, we can see that our AD carry is about to be dropped as Ezreal comes over there, along with Wukong, all getting trapped out by all 5 members of their team there. Will Wukong get away? No, he won't. I thought he was. Cassiopeia with a nice ultimate there, which will keep them all at bay, so I kind of let my team all die there. I didn't realise they were going to chase, and obviously they chased a little bit too much, and they got caught out, and that was how it went. Unfortunate as it is, it's not ideal. It does look like we are actually going to be going for our Iceborne Gauntlet this game. As you can see, I've actually gone for my Sheen now, so I completely forgot about that. So it is a nice item to have, like say with the armour and obviously then the slows you get from it, so it's all good. Lux getting chased here by Vladimir, but I was like, well, this is cool, I can see what will happen on the minimap. I was like, that'll be fine, I'll go take this farm at the top turret to make sure that it survives. Lux has actually had to flash away there, but I don't believe Vad's ultimate will kill them there. So, nice kill, secured by Cassiopeia, actually puts her up to 8 kills, level with me, but the 6 deaths compared to my 3, you know. Playing it safe, playing it easy, keeping it real. Again, CS wise, you know, 30 minutes in, the fact that we only have 162 CS really isn't that amazing. Obviously we have the kills to make up for it, and we have more CS than anyone on their team, but compared to that game where, say, we were playing Vladimir and we had about 180 CS, I think, 160 CS, something around those lines by 20 minutes, you know, it's quite a bit of a difference considering there's been another 10 minutes of gameplay, but that is the way it goes sometimes. The main thing is that we're winning. We currently have a 4k gold for the team at the moment. We have the 1 turret up on them, and I think we've had quite nice dragon control compared to them. We are split pushing this top lane. I don't think anything's actually going to come out of this. You know, Malphite's not really the quickest turret killer compared to someone like an Zed or something. Zed just, well, because Zed has a lot more attack damage. Whilst Malphite, you know, really your main role is just tanking it up and being in the team fights and popping your ultimate and destroying some bitches. This is if we actually flick over to the directed camera, there's a massive fight going over here, and I was like, oh god, I want to get involved, but it looked like the team cleared it up, so I don't know if I actually do teleport in here. I think I might do. I think I eventually do. I probably should have teleported in as soon as you see I'm teleporting in on that red wolf camp there. And we actually pop our ultimate onto Ezreal. We have actually completed our Iceborne Gauntlet, so you can see that he has been slowed there and coming just in time, and we should quite easily be able to pick Ezreal up here. You see all the slows that we get from our Q and then the slow from the Iceborne Gauntlet as well, and that now puts us again on a no-killing spree, so looking pretty damn strong. That actually, from completing our Iceborne Gauntlet now, that gives us, we have 123 AP now, more AP than attack damage. That stuff is OP. 178 armor and 146 magic resist, so we're looking pretty damn tanky. Obviously we've got the Warmogs on top of us, which now puts us over to almost 3,300 HP. You know, it's not bad going at all really for what it is. and we get a little bit more cooldown reduction actually from our Iceborne, which makes our ultimate at level 3 a 66 cooldown, so you know, pretty huge. You get blue buff onto that and you're probably looking around the sort of 50 second mark, maybe a little bit higher, around 55 possibly. So I'm just spamming Laffy. I'm like, wow, you're not going to kill me. I had no problems here whatsoever. Due to obviously taking quite a bit of damage, probably shouldn't have actually stood there laughing. Cassiopeia actually ults here. I was like, I've got my ultimate, let's go in for this. But unfortunately for us, her ultimate didn't hit Xin Zhao like we actually planned to. I questioned her over a flash as well. I didn't know what it was all about. But obviously she secured a double kill for herself anyway, so it wasn't the end of the world, you know, 2 for 2. That's how it goes. It was just unfortunate that her ultimate didn't hit Xin Zhao. I think had it hit Xin Zhao, then it would have been a different story, but nevertheless, that's how it goes. I don't think we'd actually been able to outrun them. Possibly had I actually not stood there laughing at them and lost about 1,000 plus HP, then it could have been different, but there we go. Trying to be a little bit too cocky. The Graves could drop here. Let's see how much damage from Vladimir's ultimate's going to do, or pretty damn close. It does look like both Wukong and Graves will escape with their lives for the moment. And Lux is here to the rescue. Oh, the ultimate has gone down. Arcane Shift actually popping Graves to overstaying his welcome, and he really should have backed a long time ago. We're going to miss all the action. Lux is on a clear up, and again Wukong. This must have been the luckiest Wukong ever. I can't recall the amount of times he escaped with under 100 HP this game, using his little shadow clone all the time to juke them out. Does look like Lux is in a bit of trouble here. Has overstayed her welcome, but Ezreal actually decided to stop chase for some reason, too busy farming up. That was a free kill really on Lux then, because Nami actually hit her bubble and hit her ultimate, yet they still didn't get Rumble with the flash in and ultimate will actually secure that kill. Cassie has ulted Nami, not necessarily the most useful ultimate, as she is now getting her ass handed to by Rumble, so had she kept her ultimate up then it could have been a different story instead of wasting it on the support, but there you go, that is life, you know, that is greed for you. Everyone likes to kill, but is it always the smartest option? That is the question. So I'm coming in here, I was going to walk around, I don't know what way we actually, I think I'm waiting for my ultimate, yeah. So we actually land our ultimate onto Xin Zhao, along with our Q, plus a slow from our Iceborne Gauntlet, and he won't be getting away anytime sooner. Does actually pop his little shield there from his Solar, I can't even think what you actually called it now, something around, yeah, Iron Solari, yeah, it was that. It didn't sound right in my head then. And we are on the hunt for Vladimir, but the slow from Ezreal will be keeping us at bay for the moment. But Wukong has leaped in. Can we pick up Vladimir? Vladimir has checked his ult down, using the blood pool to slow Wukong. Wukong with the flash, and again, this is what I mean. How does he get away with such minimal HP all the time? I never know. And unfortunately for me, I'd overstayed my welcome. Wukong got away, but I was a little bit too greedy pushing there. Without any flash, and I didn't have my ultimate either. I was unable to escape and gifted away a little bit of a silly kill there. Just a bit too much greed, been a bit too cocky with my 10 kills there. But such is life. Oh, again, Rumble on the hunt. That's the second time he's caught someone like that with his ultimate now. He is picking up the kills. 9 kills now. He's actually gone for his special Wraith there. Quite interesting. I guess he picked that for the, obviously you get the spell vamp from it. I don't know if he could have went for the Hex, the Will of the Ancients instead. I don't know which would be better. I guess it helps him farm a little bit. I think you get some cooldown as well from it actually. You get the cooldown. He doesn't need the mana regen. Don't know. It's alright. He's got the Rileys as well, obviously for the health and slow it gives you, along with his Torment completed now, so he has quite a nice bit of magic pen going for himself, but it's going to be no problem for us anyway. Let's have a flick to directed cameras. We're going to be walking away back up and see what the Graves and Cassiopeia can do here. Vad and Rumble seem to actually have escaped out of harm's way there. Oh, they're on the chase. This could go horribly wrong. You do not want to be face checking that bush, even though Cassiopeia does pick up the kill over Rumble, but not really the smartest of pushes to face check, but such is life. We're back in action now, so we're flicked to Malphite cam. Xin Zhao using his ultimate to knock us back here. I'm like, wow, you know, no problem whatsoever. Use our ultimate to actually pick up a kill on Nami, knocking up Ezreal as well, so we're on the chase for him. But unfortunately, he arcane shifts away and he's just a little bit too fast for me to catch up, so Not too bad. It was just unfortunate no one else was there to follow up, but we pick up a kill up on Nami, so it's not the end of the world. And will Jin Zhao drop? It does look like it's going to be the case. And he is down, picked up by Graves. Will Vladimir be the second victim? The slow from my Q and Iceborne just too OP, and obviously Wukong using his ultimate anyway. So secure that kill, and Graves picks up a double kill for himself. And it's looking pretty fine and dandy. I think he's trying out a bit more damage, with his Infinity Edge Bloodthirst compared to Ezreal, who's gone for that blue build of his. It's alright, but I don't know, he's got 9 kills, so he's obviously doing something right, but I think Graves is throwing out a bit more damage than what he is. Using our flash to try and get away here, as Rumble and Ezreal putting a hunt down for us. Use my Q to slow Ezreal because I was hoping that it would help the team get away. And we might actually turn around and fight at Rumble here. Our ultimate coming up just in time. It couldn't have come up at a better point. Knocking Rumble up in the air, and you actually pick up our 12th kill of the game there, and it stops the chase and we get away alive. So they're getting a little bit too greedy. Obviously he didn't expect my ultimate to come back up so soon, and that was GG. I want to touch on my build as well, as I actually just noticed we actually got a Lindry's, or Lindry's, or however you pronounce it, Torment in our build. The 50 AP it gives us and the 300 health, and obviously you get the magic pen, which was quite nice. I quite liked it because of the health it gave me, and obviously the magic pen plus the passive it gives you. To how good it is on a Malphite, maybe there could be a better item to have instead, but it's quite. I like it. It's a nice looking item as well. I think it's one of the nicest nice icons for an item. It looks really cool. It's just a little face with a tear coming down it. Compared, look at that. It's just a hat. It's just a grail. Just a boot. This is like a little face. It's some cool stuff. Let's have a quick flick to direct camera whilst we're walking back up into lane. As the game seems to be coming to an end, will Graves be able to pick up the kill on Ezreal? We will never find out, as the camera actually has switched views. It looks like he won't, as Rumble is here. He's pushed too far, got a little bit too greedy, and Rumble making him pay for it there. He just chased a little bit too much. God, we got back up here quick. Did we teleport up here? Oh, we actually used our teleport. I was about to say, we got walked up here quickly if that was the case. Using our ultimate onto Malphite, onto Rumble there, but unfortunately, whilst we used our ultimate on them there, Jin Zhao was focusing down Cassiopeia. So our ultimate kind of went to waste, as we couldn't really follow up the damage, so we had to stop focus. But Cassiopeia did drop, unfortunately. That was just one of the sad moments of it, so I kind of wish that I kept my ultimate up now. But like I say, the cooldown on it now is just 66 seconds. It does 600 damage when I use it, so it's quite a powerful ultimate coming at you, and the fact that it does 600 damage to them, and then plus it knocks them all up for my team to then go crazy on their asses, it's just OP. You have a look at knocking enemies up into the air for 1.5 seconds. Once you got someone like Graves, Lux, Wukong spinning around, and then Cassiopeia, ultimately, that's quite a deadly team comp. You could quite easily ace someone without them actually even doing anything. If you catch all 5, if I catched all 5 with my ultimate, and Cassiopeia ults them, and Wukong spinning around ulting them, and then you just got Graves auto attacking them down. Obviously he can use his ultimate, and Lux just laser beams. You could quite easily kill them within that time frame without them having actually doing anything to you. But obviously it's the case is getting them all in the right position to do that. It's pretty hard to catch all 5 members of the team unless you have it really well warded, and they just kind of overstep their mark a little bit, but no problem whatsoever. Just chilling in the mid lane, waiting for the team to group now and make our final push, as we are quite, we're quite well ahead. I've got 12 kills, Cassie's got 13 kills, Rumble's picked up 10 kills for himself, so fair play to him, and Ezreal's got 9 as well. But no problem whatsoever. Ultimate is up, we're ready for the fight. Ezreal trying to battle out Lux here, and he will actually get away. Rumble is here. Will we pop our ultimate is the question. Rumble has actually picked up a double kill for himself, and it looks like we may actually even die. I haven't even popped my ultimate. We were waiting for Cassiopeia, but I don't know what Cassie was doing. She was standing there AFK or something by the looks of things, and they actually do get... Wukong get away. I don't know how he gets away all the time. Cassiopeia using her ult to actually stop them from pushing forward, but gets picked up herself. So I decided not to use my ultimate during that fight. Maybe I should have used it really, because it's quite a short cooldown. You know, considering the amount of time I'm dead for, you know, my ultimate would have been back off cooldown. So I should have really used it. I was just waiting for Cassiopeia to get up in the fight, and she never comes. So I probably should have used it, and it could have maybe went a little bit better our way, but they caught us out quite nicely. Obviously, Rumble picked up that really early double kill over Graves, and I must have been Graves and Lux. He picked up the double kill over, and by that time I was on my own with Wukong, and just nothing really was to be made. So there we go. It was our own fault for not having Cassiopeia there. I don't know what she was really doing. It's just a bit unfortunate. And they actually pick up an ace, their team. The first ace of the game coming at the end. Will they be able to pick up our tier 3 mid turret? That is the question. Lux with the ultimate is going to push them back a little bit. I've got my speed boots now, so I'm like, oh hell, someone's going to get messed up, but unfortunately they'll get away in time. Build wise, we've now actually completed our boots, you can tell. We've gone for the Mercury Treads along with the Home Guard upgrade on them, just so that we can get our base a little bit quicker. Stop any pushes that happen, and obviously it's nice because you get all your health and mana back when you do actually call back to base. And we've got a blast and wand on top of that as well, just for the sake of having a little bit more AP on ourselves. That actually puts us up to 213 AP, so that's not too bad, gun. Let's have a look. How much AP does Lux have? Where are you, Lux? Lux? Oh, we'll just click on our portrait instead. 443. Oh, wow. She soon burst my hopes. I guess she does have a death cat there. She has quite a bit of AP. She actually has 6 kills. So considering she's a support, she's got some nice items going for herself. But the game has kind of gone into late game. We'll see, you know, being 44 minutes now, people, even the support, are starting to get nice items. So it's all about the cases. We don't have Wukong again, so we're just going to wait for Wukong. We don't want to have the same problem where we kind of engage and there's only 4 of us, but just trying to push them back a little bit here. Xin Zhao just decided to dive onto Graves, and this probably will be the death of him. It was a pretty silly engagement to go in, as he was kind of on his own, and there was no Ezreal or Vladimir there. I think at this point Vladimir went AFK actually for some reason, I don't know why. And Ezreal coming in right at the end, final second there. And we will actually put the chase down onto him. He does use his Blade Rune King to try and slow us, but it's going to cause me no problems. I've obviously got my slow from my Iceborne and then a slow from my Q, and Lux snaring them anyway, and that's GG. And I believe that will be the winning moment for us then. Obviously it didn't help them, the fact that Vladimir was AFK, but Xin Zhao jumping in like that wasn't really clever, and then we landed a nice ultimate which knocked up Rumble and Nami, and that was it. So we finished the game on 13 kills, 6 deaths, 11 assists. So, you know, quite a nice, it was quite a happy result for me, considering it was my first time Malphite top. Dear me, I had to mute my mic now. I started choking on myself for some reason. Dear me. A bit too excited that we won the game then. So yeah, we finished on 13 kills. We had nice items. We look at items. We had the Torment, the Iceborne, Warmogs, Athenes, and obviously our Mercury Tread. So we had one more item to be completed, which we could have went for something like a Death Cap if we really wanted to, or even like a Riley's or something, because we had the health and obviously the slow from that. So we looked pretty damn fine. Obviously we went against Rumble, who supposedly accounted for us. We didn't really have too much problems with him. Obviously we gifted him a very stupid first blood at the start because we burnt our flash, and we really shouldn't have been fighting then anyway. But thankfully Wukong, with that gank, it kind of turned things around there. We kind of got back in the game. They dived us under the turret and I got that double kill, and it just kind of really snowballed from there really, I think. And it was GG. So nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You take it easy and have a good day. Peace.